Oh, so she still has a clock thing going on. Oh, she only gets the clock thing by triple attacking. Oh. Yeah. Her clock only activates when she triples attack. Right? Yes. So what happens if he goes after 3? Does he reset or something? Oh, it stays at 3. So does it reset? Does it reset after Ogi? Oh man, that challenge is gonna be so nice. Why does it stay there? Oh, it stays there. Oh, not bad. Okay, so it stays there, and she just needs 3 triple attacks and she gets capped already. Damn, so what's the cap then? Hey guys. She does as much as MC. Yeah, but I don't have any Okima in here. 230k. $270k. That's a 40k jump. Did she crit? Okay, I need to try that. I think she crit. That was quite a jump. 270 to 430, what the fuck? Okay, that makes more sense. That's like 100% jump. That's 100% Ogi damage there. Wait, what? Wait, was that a crit too? What happened? Was both of those Ogis crit? Okay. I think it was the crit. Okay. So without crit at 3 stacks she does like 340. She starts out at 240. So at 3 stacks she gets 100%. Yeah. That makes more sense. So at 3 stacks she does 100% Ogi damage. I'm not sure about the cap though. 2 stacks she gets like what? I think it's like 50%. So 2 stacks is like 50%, 1 stack is like what, 30% I think? Or is it 25? Around there. Okay. How much does she do? Okay, that's the standard one. Okay, that's the standard Ogi damage. So now I need to see how much she gets per stack. It's like 5%, I think? No. That's like a 3%, or 2 to 3%. 1.8 to 1.9. Or close to 5%, it was around there. So I think in total it could probably be like 10%. Because she got like almost as much as MC, I think, by the end of it. At 3 stacks. Yeah, 3 stacks probably her damage cap is at 10%. It does feel like it. So at 3 stacks, she gets 100% Ogi damage and 10% cap, I think. Yeah, that looks like a 5%. That definitely looks like a 5%. So at 2 stacks is around 5%. Right. Then at 3 stacks she gets 10%. Yeah. 1.8 jump to 2.1. That's not exactly 10% now, is it? I think that's like 8%. Close to 10%. So 1 stack she gets 1.9. Right? 2 stacks she gets to 2 million. Yeah. Then 10 and 3 stacks she gets to 2.1. But from what I can tell, her Ogi damage up. Her Ogi damage is 100% at 3 stacks. So it's at 3 stacks she gets 100% Ogi damage. Charge attack's probably around like what? Close to 10%. Which is quite significant, I think. Plus she can do this. Yeah. Okay, I'm not testing it like that. Alright, so Beatrix numbers is around there, which is already significant enough of a change, to be frankly honest with you. I'm gonna miss the whole clock shit, but she still has a clock thing, but it's working a lot different now. But yeah. Pretty insane changes, honestly, for Beatrix. She's fucking usable now. Don't exactly need 6 anymore, like, to be good. You can just use her or something. Okay, I need to see the difference between her damage with and without the buff, right? Without crit. Please don't crit. So it's around 50, below 60k, right? Or around, yeah. So attack is around 50k. Alright. MC is doing around 60k, close to 60k. That's quite a lot though. Because that's like what, 60 to like almost 80k there. And that's without crit, right? MC managed to reach 80k. Yeah. MC managed to reach 80k from 60k, so that's like quite a lot. But it only lasts for 2 turns though. Yeah. Yeah, it does seem similar as the cut, yeah. I honestly think that's like whatever. I think her biggest change is definitely that. And the thing that works similar as what's her name? Folia? she seems mediocre though. Like the change is very, very mediocre. I would prefer to use Beatrix over her, to be honest with you. Like, hey, I would definitely prefer to use Beatrix over Orchid any day. To be frankly honest with you. It's so much easier to get damage on her. And she gets damage super easily anyway. Especially if you're using like Enmity Grid and shit. It's so much easier to control with if you're using Beatrix. Because she has a third skill. Her third skill doesn't have... Because her third skill works very similar as like the other versions and shit. So she has like that one turn cooldown thing, which every turn you can use once. Which is more than enough, right? Because there's like a 40% HP reduction right there. Yeah, you can see the damage fell out so much at 40%. 40% onwards. But the thing is, because Beatrix can do this now, then she has no problems anymore. Okay, so one thing is for sure. If you do not have Ultima, you probably won't be able to multi-attack like that, I think. I think Beatrix's change just made her into a 9.5 easily. Fuck, man. Her change is fucking insane. What a crazy bump of upgrade, man. Oh boy. She was such a joke before. Now she's like a fucking godly character, man. What the hell? She's like on par with the rest of them. Plus she gets jammed too. How long does a jam last, by the way? 8 turns. 8 turns is a long time. Damn. She's really, really fucking good. Holy shit, man. I mean, to be fair, I did maxed out her EMP already. Like... I may switch this though. Like, by right you shouldn't put this. Instead of put it on this, I think it's a lot better. But if you're running MET, I don't even think you need that. You probably should just put it on like defense or like HP or something. Instead of this. Orchid though. I mean, Orchid is still good though, it's just that her buffs isn't really like significant enough to notice like much of a change. You know? It's nice, but it's like you know? Because it's like 8 turns, 70 attacks, 70 cut. Yeah, it's only that change where you can just recast it and then you can revive it immediately kind of thing. I mean, yeah, it's just Orchid, man. Orchid isn't really supposed to be weak to begin with, so. But I feel like other characters are a lot better to use, I think. I think for like the likes of Beatrix, definitely she's definitely not usable in Shiny, that's for sure. Wait. I forgot to check something. I'm not sure if this Delta Clock thing you can remove it. I'm not sure. How do you check that? Like, is it possible to get debuffed to that? Like dispelled? If she can get dispelled, then it might be a problem, I think. Does it say anything? I think it can be dispelled. I mean, to be fair, right? To be fair, I don't think this is really, really hard to get either. To like cap at all. I really don't think it's hard to cap at all. Seeing how like the grids that you use on Dark is like, you have so like multiple weapons that increases the like your multi attacks in general for Dark. And then you have like MC stuff, like if you're using Parazonium, that's so much easier to even bump her multi attack to triple attack so much easier. So to be fair, if you're really lucky, you can get it in 3 turns, right? Which is really fast. Which is I would consider that a lot too, because at 3 stacks you can get 100% Ogi and like what, almost 10% worth of cap, which is pretty crazy, I would say. So honestly, having it dispel, I think it makes more sense, because I find it a little bit too broken if she doesn't get dispelled, right? Doesn't make sense too, because she can consistently get 100% Ogi cap and damage cap in like 3 turns. Like, what the hell? In 3 turns she gets that. Like, that's even like almost on par, or even somewhat similar case to like the likes of Alex, but then again, Alex has a much higher cap, right? But still, that's really crazy though. 3 turns. Technically, which is not exactly hard to get either way. So if you put it on average, you probably should be able to get it like in 5 turns or something. Which is still relatively fast if you are just mashing the auto button. Which is still kind of one of Dark's specialty either way. Just mashing his stupid button. So either way, it's not exactly like a problem, honestly. Being able to dispel this. Her general overall revamp made it just so that she can be really usable in Celeste Fist grids or Enmity grids in general. Makes it so much easier to use, and she became super good. Easy 9.5 from me. Holy shit, she's so fucking good right now. Like, what the hell? She's like so freaking good right now. Like, only in the likes in Shiny, probably not, because she gets hit so much anyway. She's gonna get hit and she'll probably die, and then her third skill doesn't do anything. The only thing is just allow her to get more, higher RNG to dodge shit. Though I would like to know how much her dodge is. Because I'm assuming her dodge is very similar as, like, the fire and all that, right? Which is kind of a little bit higher compared to the rest, but she needs to be really low HP for that, right? Which either way you won't do that, you know, use her in the likes of Shiny, because it's a lot of times you probably just use other elements anyway, right? But there's still a lot of setup they can use for Dark now, like a lot of setups. Like, okay, if you just ignore 6, right? If you just ignore the very existence of 6, let's just say you don't have 6 at all, right? There's so many characters you can make use of. This. You can, well, you know, her, Azazel, or Olivia. There's so many characters. Even Black Knight as well. There's so many characters you can play with. So it really depends on what characters you have, honestly. I mean, I would definitely use her if I need, like, say, a Veil. If so happen you need Veil, I'll definitely still use her. If I don't need Veil, I won't be using her. If I need a debuff, I'll use John. Okay? Like a defend down kind of debuff, because her defend down is just fucking insane, right? Because she can debuff as well. Beatrix can debuff as well, but it is the attack version, right? So yeah, if I just want to have like solo team, I may want to use these two instead, because these two can debuff very well. So you can just put these two together and you can just cap on defense debuffs, right? Just putting these two in there. Then Orchid is still honestly like the same. She just works a lot better now. It's not exactly like a must-have anyway. But in most cases, I would still prefer to run Dark Angel Olivia, because Olivia is just so fucking strong with her crazy skill of hers. And she has permanent echo anyway. Yeah, but the only problem is that she gets hit a lot. I mean, she's really soft. By soft, I mean her defenses, obviously. I know her body's soft and all, but come on, man. Don't be such a pervert now. So if you're not running Zoe, right? I'll put all 3 of them in there. Olivia, Beatrix, and Dark John in there. If you do not have Zoe in there. I'll definitely run 3 of them. I won't even run her or Black Knight. Seems like a really good setup. Beatrix, John, and Olivia. I still think Olivia is like super core in majority of dark teams. I mean, honestly, I don't really think that buff would make her super good anyway. Like her second skill thing, that's kind of like an extra plus, right? She's definitely still a 9.5 to be honest with you. Orchid is not a force to reckon with at all. It's just that a lot of times where I'm just saying like the buff that she got, she's not really as super OP at like what happened to Beatrix. So if you have her, that's great, man, because she's still super strong either way. Orchid is really, really strong. Plus, she has such a good sustainable skill now. The only problem is that it takes forever to reuse because you have a 6 turn downtime. Because it has a 8 turn cooldown and it lasts for 2 turns kind of thing. And then it really depends whether you have 6 or not. If you have 6, obviously you'll be using 6. And then if you have Olivia, you use Olivia. If you don't have Olivia, then you can use either one of these two. Or even Naru, to be honest with you. Even Naru works. You still need to wait for Olivia's sword to see like what kind of upgrades is Dark gonna get in the near future. Besides that, Magna is still solid enough for Dark either way. Damn, Dark is sick, man. Dark is freaking sick.